please?
Not chicken?
I just don't know whether they were able to see you.
They couldn't, I was watching.
Yeah, there's an edge further out that.
Oh.
Yeah. We'll know if there's a zoomed in clip later on my clip section. But anyway, that's the moss. That's the cause. Oh, and if we get to $300 raised between today, which we're up to $30 now raised so far of this, and when I get back to Ohio next Wednesday, I will start a cross stitch because I need another craft. It's a really silly issue to have crashing servers. I crashed my own server by accident. Oh no. When I showed my mom Minecraft for the first time, she accidentally set fire. That was an accident though. Okay. Oh, that's so sad. She's built a panda sanctuary? Dwarf, your mom is so cute. Oh my goodness. That's adorable. That's so flippin' precious. I would go to battle to protect your mom and her panda sanctuary. We already pay as it is because we support our people. Fixing things is expensive, so as long as we all just be good little hobbits and support our streamers, they won't fix. What? Won't fix what? Hang on. Runa, what are we not fixing? Oh, the bug that's being exploited. Got it.
Jay, did you look at the tickets?
I was looking at my plate of pasta.
Anything?
Trying to figure out how to make moss into a fake mon for my Pokemon region. I need at least 100 Pokemon. Ooh.
Okay, we'll talk about that.
We can definitely figure that out. We can definitely figure that out. It's extremely doable. I'm surprised they haven't done it already.
And we're supposed to be getting a lot of rain this weekend.
I read something and I need to check it out. Coconut water used for blood transfusion looked far too wild, but if it is, equals vegan tropical vampire. I think it's been used as like it doesn't replace blood. There's definitely a threshold, but I believe what I saw about that suggested that it can help pad out blood volume enough to keep people in a safer zone until an actual blood infusion is available. Server, are all fans of my mom? Of course they are! Look up Minecraft Glare. That mob is floating moss. It lost a mob vote though, so it's not in the game, but maybe it'll get added later. I hope it gets added later. That sounds darling. Shoop. Sneak it in there. Okay. They're talking about me. They're whispering and muttering about me. All good things, right? You going for a walk? Nice.
Well, it's not raining.
Oh yeah, and it's not horrifically hot right now, right?
Oh gosh, no, not at all.
Nice.
It might be humid, but it's...
Oh, it's definitely humid.
I'm gonna say something that you're gonna laugh at. It's only 91 degrees.
Only 91 degrees.
But it's only 30% humidity.
With 30% humidity?
If you guys were in Ohio, it would be like 85% humidity, and 91 would be hell.
Well, the plan is to go sit by pretty rocks and to do Japanese grammar lessons. So.
Wow. That should be sufficiently inactive to avoid heat stroke. Yay.
Yes.
All right, so we've
And
got
there's
like...
there's no definite sun, so you should
like a bubbly little flower for the center of our new moss blob. Oh my gosh, I need to show you guys. I need to get pictures picked out and edited so that I can show you guys some of the stuff that I saw at the Reptile and Amphibian show. Because in addition to reptiles and amphibians, they also had arthropods and other invertebrates. But even more cool than that, they had a shop of multiple people all like together as a little collective. There's these 4 creators who'd come together to sell their carnivorous plants together. They have a club. They apparently meet like monthly or something. And they had these rocks that they'd grown moss on, and also these they looked like little succulent flowers. They're carnivorous plants too. They're so flippin' cute, so pretty, and I love it. And it reminds me so much of the vibe that I was going for with Trinketville, that Fox's theme. And I'm so sad because the rock that they grow on is so absorbent of water that I think I'd have trouble getting it through TSA because of their like water, like liquid permissions, and it's so heavy, and they're like, that could be a weapon, and I just don't want to go through with that. And also they were $150, but that's besides the point. There were too many logistical problems before we got to the financial one. And that made me very sad, but they're so pretty. They're so pretty, and I gotta show you guys, and I will show you guys. I just need to sit down and edit photos so that I can like show you the ones that I actually want to show you and not get like lost. Coconut vampires are now canon. Well, that's good. I'm far too fat for heat like that to be bearable. I have too much POTS for it to be a great time. There was this short theory about how male mosquitoes don't consume blood and thus male vampires should work like that, thus the following headcanon. Male lumberjack vampire kidnaps humans to feed his blood-sucking wife, and while she feasts on the blood, he hacks a maple tree to drink the maple syrup. What the fuck? Mr. Josuke, you are a unique creature.
Something today.
You are a unique creature when it comes to heat. You really are. And dwarf does have a heart condition, so an actual good excuse. Oh my fucking god. Finances are not a logistical problem. No, logistics are how we get the thing home. You know, what happens once we do the thing? What happens in order to do the thing? Money is a token. If I don't have enough tokens, that's a different set of logistical problems. I can't even get it home. So the issue of negotiating the token system is moot and sad. Ristali, thanks for lurking. I appreciate you. Heart's been broken too many times, you poor thing. I lived in 12C last winter in my home, and only then did I start to feel cold. You are a mad lad. No, your whole family is an anomaly, Josuke. Your family is an anomaly and going to be the reason that when aliens do show up, they declare this planet to be a death world full of crazy people. Because that's too fucking hot. I get that transportation made money moot, but I think of money as a logistic. And that's valid. And that's valid. But if I think of money as a logistic, everything becomes harder to separate out for me. And so, like, I have to negotiate with my own brain. Other people's brains are their problem. Their methods of negotiation will hopefully work for them. This winter I might make it to a lower temperature. Oh, please do not try. I used to live on an uninsulated boat on a river that froze solid, and it was my happiest time. Josuke, I would not think to correct you for fear of offending your family members, who I'm sure are wonderful. But having never seen them, I am quite simply not the right person to judge. Mountains are weird. Very weird. The sun is moving. I think the clouds are getting heavier, actually. Oh my goodness. They're just kind of smoothed out into a blanket instead of a stack. I'm going to show you so many pictures of the mountains when I get home, but I'm not about to dox myself or Mumphy, so I'm not going to show you right now. But they're just gorgeous. And it doesn't matter where you are in Tucson, you can see the mountains from there. So like, when I tell you I can see the mountains from here, that doesn't mean anything.
But we can see them very nicely
We
as well.
can see them very nicely. The goal is not to tell people where you live, Mumphy.
Well, Tucson's a big place.
It is. It is. And so I'm
No,
just
why
going to
does it
say
look
that they're
so
really
like-
pretty, and I'm looking forward to showing you guys. Hi, Maki. Just wanted to say I've been fighting my cat to keep it from poisoning itself with the stream playing in the background at 1 a.m. Oh my gosh. What's going on with your cat, Maki? Don't drop your house below 15C for too long. Mold issues are very real. The idea that mold grows better in the cold is sort of terrifying to me, I gotta say. Killed a hornet earlier. My God. Well, you certainly vanquished that, Mini Cleo. My gosh. And stopped Leo from going after it, which is very noble. Well, Maki, I'm not fighting a cat's weird urges to eat something that it clearly shouldn't. So, a little less eventful than yours, I think. My afternoon has been full of sculpting little pumpkins. We also sculpted one petal of mushroom. We have added a patch to the moss blanket, which is very exciting. We talked about some amusingly named small businesses that I saw at the reptile and amphibian show that we went to this last weekend. Yeah, it's been a full day, I think. And now I'm making another little moss patch for the moss blanket in anticipation of needing it and not wanting to get super, super behind on them again like last time. It grows better in the damp, and cold makes more water condensate on many places. I really thought that cold would prevent the mold from being able to grow, though. That's terrifying. My mom dropped a jar of collagen. Oh no. Yes, the moss is cute. I didn't know that collagen would be an issue for cats, but too much of anything can definitely hurt a critter of any size. Oh my gosh. Yeah, redneck is permissible. Freezing would stop it. Don't know if anyone wishes to know. Today I bought an old army surplus ammo can. It's going to be the body of a redneck guitar. Very fun project. I appreciate that it can tell that there is, a racial implication there. It's not a slur that I'm aware of until it becomes used that way, at which point we can remove it when people are being unpleasant. But no, the rednecks have a noble history. Those handkerchiefs were there for a reason. I appreciate you acknowledging that. I knew you hadn't used any malice. That's why I read it before I, But it can grow in the cold, it can grow in the heat. Needs the high dampness. Oh my goodness. What's the What's the German word for opening the windows in the winter to air things out? Luften! Yes. I guess I understand the need for Luften. If there's that many ways for this to go wrong, then and there's an easy method of preventing it by just bringing in fresh air, I suppose that makes some sense. Oh my goodness, Charlie.
Mr. Cranky Cat.
What is he fussing about?
It's
Has he
tea
had his
time.
tea time?
No, he has not had tea.
Well, it is tea time for him, and it is meds time for me. So I'm going to take my meds. I recommend everybody else do so. We have about 8 minutes, I believe, until our next ad break. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now so I don't forget. Cold makes more dew and such happen, and cold air can hold less moisture than warm air.